Powerhouse, the most delicious candy bar with the most valuable wrappers in Kazootie Land, presents the Rootie Kazootie Club. Who is the boy who whistles if the joy? Rootie Kazootie.
Hello, hello.
Who is the lad who makes feel so glad? Rootie Kazootie.
I'm the leader of the Rootie Kazootie Club, and with me there is Galapoochee.
So let's all hear our Rootie Kazootie.
This is Rootie Kazootie, and here's my chief rooter, Big Todd Russell.
Hello there, Rootie Kazootie.
Hello there, Big Todd.
And how's the great big rootin' kazootin' all-star athlete and boy genius feeling this fine day?
Oh, a little chilly, Big Todd, on account of Mr. Deedle Doodle. Gotta go someplace to warm up. I'll see you in a minute.
Well, all right. Wowie, the boy genius really went to work behind that screen real fast. Root, what do you mean about you're a little chilly on account of Mr. Deedle Doodle? I don't get
Well,
it.
you know, last week Mr. Deedle Doodle was on his way to see the President of the United States. Only he got lost. Instead of going to Washington, he went to the North Pole.
Oh, I remember. Ooh, when you just even think about the North Pole, you get chilly.
Yeah, that's why we have to warm up. Here I come.
Gee, I don't blame you. Wait a minute, Root, you're all dressed up in your sailor uniform.
Oh, I'm trying to bring back last summer down at the seashore, where everything was nice and warm.
Oh.
By the sea, by the sea, by the beautiful sea.
You and I, oh, how happy we'll be.
When each wave comes a-rolling in, we will duck or swim.
And we'll float and fool around the water.
Over and under. Gosharoo, gosharee.
We're so free from all care. I love to be beside your side.
Beside the sea,
Beside the seaside. By the beautiful sea. I owe you a line now, Rudy. Oh, well, smiling cute Rudy's if it isn't polka dotted. And she's wearing her polka dotted sailor hat there.
She's thinking of poor Mr. Deedle Doodle lost in the North Pole makes me want to warm up, too.
Oh, yeah.
Over and under and then up for air. Gosharoo, gosharee, we're so free from all care.
Say, I love to be beside your side.
Beside the sea, beside the seaside.
By the beautiful sea. Beside the seaside. By the beautiful sea.
Hey, listen, Big Todd, that's Mr. Deedle Doodle's whistle.
Yeah, all the way from the North Pole. Oh, I wonder how he feels up there.
Uh-oh, not so good, Big Todd.
What?
Just keep looking in this magic television camera, and then you'll be able to see him.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, I'll bet he's just freezing up there. You know that, Root?
Oh, there he is. Oh, poor Mr. Deedle Doodle.
Oh, look, wait a minute, Root. What's that bird flying around him? See that?
Oh, that's the snowbird. Wherever he flies, he brings the winter with him. He lives in the North Pole. That's why it's so cold up there, you know.
Boy, I wish we could do something about that. Why don't we just organize a party and go out and bring him back here,
Oh,
Root?
we can't now, Big Todd, because it's time for the Galapoochee quiz.
Oh, sure. You boys and girls, what do you think it is? It's question answer time for you. The Galapoochee quiz. Yes, sir.
Yes, the Rudy Rooters. If a contestant answers correctly, Galapoochee Pup says right. But if a contestant gives the wrong answer, then Poochie says
Oh, that was beautiful. That was a great note.
Ah,
There's the first contestant right there. A pretty little girl. Come on, Red. That's the girl. What's your name?
Josephine Pillar.
Josephine. That's a pretty name. Where are you from, Josephine?
France.
Really? And how old a person are you?
10.
10 years old. Pooch, you got a 10-year... boy. Here's a 10-year-old... Oh, your Quiz Rudy partner, you know, is Larry Maxson of Long Beach, California. Want us to wave hello to Larry out there?
Hello.
That's the stuff. Now, here's your question right here. You remember in the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, you know, there was an animal that laid very valuable eggs, this animal, see? Could you make a noise like that thing that laid those very valuable eggs?
Honk, honk,
What was that noise again?
honk, honk.
What do you say to that, Pooch? Yes, a goose that laid the golden eggs, that's right. And you're an official Rootie Kazootie whiz right now,
And
sweetheart.
a feather in her cap, Big Todd.
There's a feather for your cap, and we'll see you later with some prizes and surprises. There's another pretty little girl. Gee, what's your name?
Rita Hanasco,
Rita, and how old a person are you?
11.
11 years old? Good. Atta boy, Pooch. He's
Oh,
right
say,
on
Big
it.
Todd.
What's the matter?
Oh,
Rudy?
before we go on, let's
Yeah?
tell the rooters how they can win prizes.
That's a great idea. You just stand by for a second, sweetheart. We'll tell them because it's so easy. You know, if you want to become a contestant or a Quiz-a-Rudy partner, you send in a wrapper of a Powerhouse candy bar or a reasonable facsimile, and you put your name and address on the back, and you mail it to Rootie Kazootie, ABC TV, New York, New York.
Each week, Galapoochee Pup puts on a blindfold and chooses rappers. If your name is on that rapper, you'll become a contestant.
Sure, and wait a minute, though. Look,
What?
suppose a boy or girl lives so far away that they couldn't possibly come here to the studio. How can they win a prize?
Well, if a rooter lives too far away, he stays at home and becomes a Quiz-a-Rudy partner. The contestant in the studio answers for himself and his partner. Then both win identical prizes.
Oh, well, that's great. So, Rooters, to be a contestant or a Quiz-a-Rudy partner, just send as many wrappers as you like of Powerhouse candy bars to Rootie Kazootie, ABC TV, New York, New York. And I'd like to see you and you and you win a prize real soon. Now we'll say hello to you again. Well, we had the question already, didn't we? First, though, your Quiz-a-Rudy partner is Estillo McGee of Byhalia, Mississippi. Want to say hello to her? Good, that's it. Now, here's the question. You know, up in the North Pole where Mr. Deedle Doodle and the Snowbird and Santa Claus live, there are also people who live in snow houses. But what do we call those people who live in snow houses?
Eskimos.
Which ones?
Eskimos.
What do you say to that, Pooch? Right, absolutely right, and you're an official Rootie Kazootie whiz, too.
And a feather in her cap.
There's the feather for your cap. See you later with some prizes and surprises. And here's a fella right here. He's here. There he is. Yeah. What's your
Oh,
name?
there he is.
Randy.
Right here. He's here. Well, which?
Randy.
Reggie?
Randy.
Randy. That's good. And how old a fella are you, Randy?
6.
6 years old. Thank you. We'll find out who your Quiz-a-Rudy partner is. Eddie Ramirez of Topeka, Kansas out there. Wave hello to Eddie. Good. Now, here's one of Rudy's famous picture puzzles we got for you here. See, Randy? And this
Right
one
here.
tells the name of a very famous Midwestern city. Now, we got a windmill, right there. A windmill, you see. Then over here we have a brick wall. And you know what that is, of course, right over there. So, that's a key. So if you put all those three together, what would be the name of that city?
Windmill.
Well, no, that's... which one?
Well,
Did you say Milwaukee? How about that, Pooch? Yes, you're right. You said it the first time. Milwaukee, that's exact. And you're an official Rootie Kazootie whiz.
And a
There's
feather
a
in
feather
his
for your
cap.
cap. See you later with some prizes and surprises. And a great big rootin' kazootin' cheer for all of those Rootie Kazootie whizzes Yes, sir,
Yes,
boy.
sir. Oh, don't for Rudy did not say there's a chilly wind blowing. I feel
Well,
it,
say,
don't
I
you?
can feel it myself now, yeah.
Feels the North Pole's come down.
Need an
I know
overcoat.
why, It's the snowbird.
Oh,
See, he
boy.
flew down to visit
There's
us.
a snowbird
Wherever
right there?
he flies, he brings the winter with him.
Oh, boy, we got to do something about that
Yeah, I
snowbird.
wish he'd fly back.
I do, too.
Oh,
Go on,
there he
Snowbird.
goes.
Go on, go back.
Isn't
Go
he?
away, Snowbird. Go on.
Oh, boy, he's going, taking the snow and wind with him. Say, wait a
my.
minute. He dropped a message on the floor.
Where? What? Oh, he did, too. Let me see this message.
Ooh, what does
boy.
it say?
Gee, this says, don't try to rescue Mr. Deedle Doodle from the North Pole.
What? The snowbird wants Mr. Deedle Doodle up there?
I guess so. Wait a minute. I'm crazy about Mr. Deedle Doodle, and I want him with me forever.
Poor Mr. Deedle Doodle.
Oh.
It's going to be a long winter for him.
Oh, I want to tell you, Ruth. Well, look at old Pooch. He looks like he... What's he playing train for? What's that?
Oh, well, that's because he wants me to read him a railroad story.
I know, but how about poor Mr. Deedle Doodle up there?
Well, we'll have to get back to him after the story. You better sit down, Big.
All right, I'll see you later.
Rooters, these are stories I wrote myself, and they're called Tales of the Magic Kazootie. And today I'm going to read about a puppy just like you, Poochie, see? Way down in Kazootie Land lived a puppy dog who was the engineer of a railroad train. He had a locomotive, a car full of coal, and a freight train. It was a wonderful railroad train. Yeah. Well, the locomotive pulled the train. The car full of coal gave the locomotive food to eat. And the freight car carried autos and milk and candy bars and made all the money for the railroad train. They were a great team. Well, one day, they went off on a long trip. But in the middle of the trip, across the Rocky Mountains, the train suddenly stopped and had an argument with itself. Oh, I do all the work, said the locomotive. I pull, and I won't pull any more. Then the car full of coal spoke up. I do all the work, he said. I feed you coal to give you the strength to pull. Then the freight car spoke up. I do all the work, he said. I carry things and make the money to buy the coal to feed the locomotive. And all three cars refused to move. Well, there they were in the middle of the Rocky Mountains. And then, without warning, a band of Indians swooped down. Any minute now, the Indians would capture the railroad train. The puppy dog engineer ran to the freight car. Unlock your brakes, he commanded. Then he ran to the car full of coal. Feed the locomotive, he commanded. Then he ran to the locomotive. Pull the train, he commanded. The engine pulled, and the coal car fed, and the freight car pushed. And off they went, faster and faster and faster, until they escaped the Indians and were safe at last. See what happened, said the puppy dog? You saved your life, because you all worked together. Without teamwork, you would have been captured by the Indians. Well, the train thought a minute, and then he said,
Whoa, he's right.
And never again did it have an argument with itself. So, Poochie, the moral of the story is, whenever you're part of a team in school or playing ball, pitch in and work with all the rest. Teamwork is best of all. Right.
Thank you very much, Rootie Kazootie, for that wonderful tale of the magic kazootie.
Oh,
What's he so excited about, Rudy?
Old Poochie says the prizes for the Galapoochee quiz winners are here, Big Tot.
Wow, oh boy. Well, now, Rudy, you saw the Galapoochee quiz just a few minutes ago. Now we want you to look at the prizes the contestants and their out-of-town partners are going to win. Now, remember, you can win prizes, too, just for sending in a powerhouse wrapper. Now, for instance, you might win a beautiful, streamlined two-wheeler like this one right here. Now, that's a Schwinn bicycle, and it's worth $75 in any store. Now, just think of that. All you Rooters have to do is to send in one powerhouse wrapper, and you are eligible to be a contestant or an out-of-town partner and win a prize.
Well, we don't know who's going to win the bike today, but whoever it is, his partner out of town is going to get a bicycle too, boy.
Wow!
Yes, sir, Rudy. So, look, you can see why we say Powerhouse has the most valuable wrappers in Kazootie Land.
Why, a powerhouse wrapper could be worth as much as $150 to you, because another prize you have a chance to win is this junior set of the encyclopedia. There are 15 books in this set, Rooters, and you know what? They're worth $150.
I'll say, well, now look at another prize you might win just for sending in a powerhouse wrapper. This RCA phonograph with an album of records. It's worth $50 altogether.
And
What?
besides that, Poochie says he's going to send 50 of my official baseball caps for boys and girls like the one I wear to each Quiz-a-Rootie partner out of town to make up for their not being here on television with us.
What, 50 caps like that,
50
Rudy?
caps like
50
that.
baseball caps? Oh, boy. Well, now, wait a minute, Rudy. That's enough for every kid on your whole block or every boy and girl in your room at school. And those caps, they're extra, you know, see? Besides the prizes, the out-of-town partner can win, see?
So don't forget, you'll have a chance to win any of these valuable prizes every week. And that goes for every Rooter watching. The only thing you do is send in a powerhouse wrapper, and maybe your name will be picked real soon. Now, don't feel bad if you live too far away to come here to the studio. You can become a Quiz-a-Rootie partner and win anyway, and get 50 Rootie Kazootie caps besides to give away free to boys and girls on your block, boy.
That's exactly
Sure,
right.
and remember, the one and only thing you do is send in the wrapper from a powerhouse candy bar or a reasonable facsimile. Write your name and address on the back of that wrapper and send it to
Rootie Kazootie, ABC TV, New York, New York. And don't forget, if your name is picked, you'll win any one of those 3 big, valuable prizes. So hurry, mail those powerhouse wrappers right now to Rootie Kazootie, ABC TV, New York, New York. Wait a minute, Sugar, you're all out of breath. What's the trouble, sweetheart?
I just saw something very, very strange.
What?
Something strange. Well, go for Rudy. What did you see?
Well, I saw a grown-up man, that tall, and he looked just like me.
What? Wait a minute, sweetheart. A grown-up man who looked exactly like you.
Uh-huh. He had a little Peter Pan collar on with polka dots and...
Did he have hair ribbons?
Exactly.
Well, that's pretty strange, all right. I don't...
Oh, you know what was stranger?
What?
This grown-up man who was that tall and looked just like me, he had on a policeman's hat. Oh, look over there. Here he comes.
Where?
See that?
Wait a minute.
Those jumping grasshopper Rudies, he does look like Polka Dotty.
Wait a minute now. Well, he may look like Polka Dotty, but that is definitely not Polka Dotty.
Well, what do you mean, Big Todd?
There's only one person in the whole world who has such a sweet and pretty face as that, and that is Polka Dotty herself.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet
Well,
of
it's
you.
the truth, sweetheart. The thing is, whoever this person is, I believe is wearing a Polka Dotty mask.
Golf for Rudy, you mean he's disguising himself as Polka Dotty?
Exactly right. I think, Mr. Whoever you are, want you to take off that mask and let's see who you are.
Yes, sir, Rudy. When I count 3, take your mask off. 1, 2, 3. Go for Rudy.
Well,
It's Mr. Deedle Doodle.
well, what do you know? Mr. Deedle Doodle, you're supposed to be up at the North Pole with the snowbird.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Up in the North Pole with the snowbird who's so crazy about you.
See, that he goes mad every time a fella says snowbird. You don't...
Hey, I know what's the matter.
What? What
Well,
is it?
Mr. Deedle Doodle sneaked away from the North Pole disguised as me.
Oh, Polka Dotty's right, boy.
Well, I don't get... Why did you have to sneak away, Mr.
Well,
Deedle Doodle?
because he wanted to escape from the snowbird.
Oh, of course, Big Tot. Remember the snowbird's message before? He said he was crazy about Mr. Deedle Doodle and he'd never leave him.
That's right. Oh, well, Mr. Deedle Doodle, you're not as mixed up as... Oh, that's right. If he'd have stayed with the snowbird, he would have had snow and ice and cold
Yes,
winds
sir,
around
Rudy.
him all the
So
time.
now Mr. Deedle Doodle fooled the snowbird.
I
boy.
want to tell you, he's not so mixed up at that. You know that? Now he's rid of that silly old snowbird forever.
for Rudy,
Wait a minute.
where did that
What's
silly
that?
wind
Oh,
come
boy. Wait a minute. Oh, we spoke too soon, Rude. Here comes the snowbird back again. Oh, look at
boy,
that.
I'm freezing. Oh,
Me
you
too.
better get out of here, Mr. Deedle Doodle, and take the winter with you.
Yeah, go somewhere else, Mr. Deedle Doodle. With that-
Chase him away. Maybe he won't come back. Chase him away.
Someplace else. Go ahead, Mr. Deedle Doodle. Attaboy. Oh, boy. You see that?
Boy.
Oh, boy.
Say, I just remembered. Mr. Deedle Doodle is supposed to go down to Washington to see the president, who wants to make him chief of police of the whole United States.
Oh, he couldn't go to Washington. He'd make Washington look like the North Pole if he did that. With
Wait a minute. Mr. Deedle Doodle's coming back.
What,
Gee,
again?
did he chase
Oh,
the
boy.
snowbird
Get an
away?
overcoat. Get an overcoat, Ruth. Oh, boy.
Right.
Oh, look at that. She was...
Oh, you can't stay here, Mr. Deedle Doodle.
Somewhere else.
We'll all turn into icicles.
Oh, gosh, yeah, Mr... Oh, you see that? Polka Dotty's catching a cold. You better leave, Mr. Deedle Doodle. Go someplace
Yeah,
else.
you'd better
oh,
go.
Oh, boy. Go somewhere. There they go. Oh, boy.
Poor Mr. Deedle Doodle.
Oh,
Wherever he goes, he just takes the North Pole with him.
that's right.
Well, for Rudy, if the North Pole hangs around Mr. Deedle Doodle, what happens up where the North Pole is supposed to be?
Oh,
You hear that?
wait a minute.
Hear that?
That's an airplane, Ruth.
Say, it just dropped the parachute with a kazootie on the end.
Boy, oh, boy.
Ooh, read it, Big Todd,
Yeah, let me
read
see
it.
that. Oh, boy, this is from Santa Claus, Ruth.
Santa Claus.
Yeah,
Oh.
it says, North Pole is no longer cold and windy without snowbird. Gee, place is turning into a desert.
Desert.
I'll have to trade in my reindeer for camels. Please help me.
So,
Sign.
for Rudy, Santa's in trouble.
Oh, boy.
And here's another kazootie
Another
from
one?
the polar bears. They said they're leaving the north to come down south to cool off. Things are getting very hot up there.
Oh, Root, we have got to do something about that snowbird,
But
you know that.
Big Todd, what can we do?
I don't know, it's a Wait a minute,
What?
Root. You've got a magic kazootie, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely, the magicest kazootie in the whole wide world.
There's the trick. You get your magic kazootie, you toot it, you say the magic words, and you send that snowbird back up to the North Pole where he belongs.
Oh, that's a swell Rudy idea. I'll get my kazootie right away.
Wonderful. Oh, go for Rudy. Here comes Mr. Deedle Doodle and the snowbird back again. No, that way, Mr. Deedle Doodle. You got to go someplace else.
Okay, I'm all set to toot, Big
Yes,
Todd.
shoot
I'm
it
all
fast,
set
Ruth.
to toot.
Boy, oh, boy. What?
Catching a cold, Big Todd?
No, I'm not catching. No, I feel fine.
I just heard you sneeze.
No, I didn't sneeze. Must have been Rudy. Rudy
I
sneezed.
didn't sneeze either.
Well, that's... You sneezed right... Rudy sneezed right then. Did you
No,
hear that?
Sir Rudy, I did not sneeze.
Now, wait a minute. Rudy, if you didn't sneeze and Polka Dotty didn't sneeze and I didn't sneeze, who sneezed?
Go for Rudy, it's my magic kazootie.
What? Your magic kazootie sneezed?
Yes, Sir Rudy, I guess it caught a cold the last time Mr. Deedle Doodle walked through here.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
You see
There it
that?
goes again.
Gosh, Sir Rudy, are we in trouble?
Well, now, wait a minute. What do you mean we're in trouble, Root?
Well, my magic kazootie has a cold, and when it has a cold, it just can't do magic.
Oh, now we're in trouble. That means Mr. Deedle Doodle will have to stay with the snowbird all the time.
Yes, Sir Rudy, and if
There
Mr.
you
Deedle
go.
Doodle stays with us, then we'll have winter with us all the time, even next summer.
I don't
Oh,
know.
are we in trouble?
Oh.
Can't someone think of something cheerful?
Well, the nicest thing I can think of right now is the real easy way rooters can win valuable prizes. Now, you see, these three contestants, each one sent in a Powerhouse wrapper. And now they're all going to win a valuable prize and a box of Powerhouse candy bars. Oh, their out-of-town partners are going to win the exact same thing, plus 50 official baseball caps like the one I'm wearing right now.
Well, you know, there's no reason why every rooter watching can't have a chance to win one of these prizes, too. You might win a streamlined two-wheel bicycle like that, or the $150 set of the Junior Encyclopedia, or a phonograph with an album of records. Remember, the only thing you have to do is to eat delicious Powerhouse candy bars. And after you've had the fun of eating those Powerhouse, why, you just send in the wrapper or a reasonable facsimile, and the more wrappers you send in, the more chances you have to win. So, wow! Wow! Powerhouse! If you want the chance to be a contestant and win prizes, mail in as many Powerhouse wrappers as you can every week.
Right. Write your name and address on the back of all the Powerhouse wrappers you send in and mail them to Rootie Kazootie, ABC TV, New York, New York. Oh, Poochie says this address is important, so please write it down. It's Rootie Kazootie, ABC TV, New York, New York.
Well, look at him. He's got his earmuffs on and his muffler. Are you cold? What did he say right then?
Oh,
Rudy? I
Poochie
can't-
said, quick, toot the magic kazootie and send the snowbird back to the North Pole.
Oh.
Because Mr. Deedle Doodle may come back.
Coach, you just didn't hear about the Magic Kazootie has got a cold.
Yes, Sir Rudy, Poochie. Polka Dotty put the magic kazootie to bed and is feeding it hot lemonade. Maybe it'll feel better later after.
Yeah,
Prize the Rudy time.
Sure. A prize for every Rootie Kazootie whiz who answered all those questions on the Galapoochee quiz. Yes, sir, boy, it's prize time. There's the magic balloon board all set up with the magic balloons. Here's the magic one, and here's the first contestant coming
Oh,
back.
yes, and your Quiz-a-Rudy partner is Larry Maxon of Long Beach, California.
That's right. Now, let's see you puncture a balloon for you and Larry Maxon. Go ahead, sweetheart. Anyone?
Wowie.
That's the one right there. Let's see now what we have for you and your Quiz-a-Rudy partner. Oh, boy. Let me see now. Let me see. I'll never get this open, so we'll never find... Ah, there we go. Gee, for you and your Quiz-a-Rudy partner, a box of Powerhouse and an RCA Victor 45 automatic phonograph, the kind that plays 10 records with just the press of a button. And to start that record collection of yours off, an album of Walt Disney's Cinderella right there, as recorded by RCA Victor. Congratulations to you. And now here's the next contestant right over here. There we
Yes,
are,
Sir Rudy,
sweetie.
and your Quiz-a-Rudy partner is Estillo McGee of Byhalia, Mississippi.
Oh, boy, break a balloon for both of you. That's the
Wow.
girl. Good. Now, let's see what's in here. Oh, boy. Let's see now. For you and your Quiz-a-Rudy partner, I'll bet you can hardly wait. Oh, boy, a box of Powerhouse candy and that 15-volume set of the Britannica Junior, published by the same people, you know, who make the grown-up Encyclopedia Britannica. Every question you might want to ask will be answered by your Britannica Junior. And it even has got a whole book full of maps in there. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Congratulations. Now, 2 balloons left, and your Quiz-Rudy partner was,
Eddie Ramirez of Topeka, Kansas.
That's right. Let's see you break a balloon for both of you. And a boy. Let's see what's inside this now. Come on over here with me. Oh, boy. I can hardly wait to see. Oh, yes, a box of Powerhouse Plus, a genuine Schwinn Hornet bicycle. It's got everything, boy, including a tank, an electric horn, plus a headlight. And this is the shiny, bright Schwinn, America's favorite bicycle. Congratulations to you. And how about a great big rootin' kazootin' cheer for all of those prize winners right there?
And now, everybody, listen. Here comes Galapoochee Pup with his blindfold on. Now, he's already picked 3 rooters who live near the studio and will be contestants next week. Read their names, Big Time.
All right, we have Ricky Blumenson, right of Manhattan, Martin McHugh of Woodside, Long Island, and Angela Padone of Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, and now Poochie's picked 3 rooters who live far away and will be Quiz-a-Rudy partners next week. Read their names, Big Time.
All right, we have Dolores Ann Carson of Nashville, Tennessee, Stephen Alary of Seattle, Washington, and Robert Elliott of Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Rooters, if you want to give Poochie the chance to pick your names next week, send in a wrapper of a Powerhouse candy bar. Remember, you send no money, just a wrapper. And contestants and Quiz-a-Rudy partners win valuable prizes. And the out-of-town Quiz-a-Rudy partners also win 50 of my official baseball caps, which you can give away to the boys and girls on your block or in your class. So send in your Powerhouse wrappers to Rootie Kazootie, ABC TV, New York, New York.
Gee, I thought that was...
Kazootie, Big Todd.
What's the matter
I
with
put the magic kazootie to bed and gave it some lemonade, but it's sneezing very, very much.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we ought to call a doctor, Root. What do you think?
Well, if the magic kazootie doesn't get better, we'll just have to,
I guess so, yeah.
Oh, Rudy, the telephone's ringing. I'll get it, Big
Oh,
Todd.
telephone, answer. Oh, this may be important news. You know that, sweetheart? Oh,
Hello?
but you got...
Hello?
Yeah.
Washington, D.C. Oh, it's a call from the White House. Oh, what? Oh, gosh, Rudy. Goodbye.
What was it? What?
Well, Mr. Deedle Doodle tried to see the president, but they wouldn't let him in because he was bringing wind and snow with him.
Oh, my gosh, we've got to do something about that.
Oh, wait a minute. Here's a muffler for you, Big Todd.
You got it? Well, I don't need it. What do you got?
Yeah, and here's some earmuffs. Now, don't argue. Just put them on. Put them
wait a
on.
minute,
Here's
Rudy.
the
What am I
earmuffs.
doing? I don't need them. What are you giving me an earmuff
Well,
for?
you see, because they're sending Mr. Deedle Doodle back to us, and all is lost, Big Todd. All is lost.
Oh, look at that.
Say, Big Todd, here, you'd better take a Johnson's Fudge Square, too. It'll make you feel better, because it tastes so good, boy.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a whole box full that I'm saving for Mr. Deedle Doodle.
You have?
Go for Rudy, it's all gone.
Oh, boy.
Big
Well,
Todd, did you eat up all the fudge again?
Well, I just can't resist that homemade tasting fudge. You know that? See, there's a Johnson's Vanilla Fudge Square right there, and boy, see, that's so smooth and creamy, you know.
Yeah, I know, but where's the rest?
Well, I do happen to have. See, I got this one. This is the chocolate one here, but it's so rich and it just melts in your mouth, you know.
Well, that's all right, Big Todd. Every rooter loves Johnson's Nut-Topped Fudge, 'cause it's the best tasting of all. Get Johnson's Nut-Topped Fudge Squares, rooters. It's made by the Powerhouse Candy Bar Company.
Boy, I don't know.
Rudy.
Uh-oh,
Here's
here comes-
Mr.
look out.
Deedle again, bringing the snowbird in winter, too.
I tell you, we got to do something, Root, about that snowbird. I don't know what
Oh,
we're
maybe we'll figure out something by next week at this time. Rooters, you'd better tune in and find out what happens when once again, wow, Powerhouse presents
The Rootie Kazootie Club. Who is the boy who is full of zip and joy? He's Rootie Kazootie. Who is the lad who makes you feel so glad? He's Rootie Kazootie.
Meet me next week at the Rootie Kazootie Club, and with me will be
Hey,
Galapoochee, the Galapoochee.
So let's all hear our rootin' tootin' cheer for Rootie.
preceding program, originally telecast by ABC in New York, has come to you by special video recording. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
This is the one, or that one?
This one.
Yeah. Yeah, 3-4 years ago we were here. Hey, the Rootie Kazootie drum is still here.
Number one.
Wow.
That's real nice, right?
Yeah.
And number two.
I remember this from the show.
Here. That's a real good one, see?
Look at that.
All right, and here's
Early licensing.
And here's some junk.
Huh. This would be great on display.
You see? It's falling apart, but you put it away right away. You got a bag or something?
Yeah.
In some way. All of this, look.
Oh.
You see?
Yeah. Whoops. You could send, when you send letters to people, grams. The Rootie Kazootie gram.
Oh yeah, that was a Rootie Kazootie gram.
Wow. Wow, and they would go on certain adventures.
The smaller
And they would cut to slides in the studio. This is all the artwork. Originally, this was all filled with films. We got that to the museum. And here. Wow.
Is there anything in there?
Yeah, the puppets.
Oh, for crying out loud. Am I happy about that?
I think you're missing a set.
You saved them, remember?
Yeah, you did.
You didn't give it to the museum guy.
No, I didn't.
He insisted he wanted them.
He wanted them?
No, there's another set of puppets.
Someplace, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Interesting. Yeah, this needs major work.
but at least you have some,
So look, yeah.
yeah, you have a way to do it.
Oh, absolutely. Let's get this out first. Here are the golden books.
The golden cent.
Right.
Yeah. He's the baby. There he is, Galapoochee pup number 2. Oh, good, thank God. Oh, we got 2 Rudies.
No, I don't think he did that. If he did,
Oh, no.
he'd get mad as hell.
No, he didn't. This could be...
He tried, remember? And
What?
Yeah.
He tried,
Oh, yes, he did.
yeah.
Oh, we're in good shape. These are neat. They need a lot of work, but we have
But
2 of these.
no,
We have 3 Rudies and 2
That's
polka dotty.
Now, I know you've got the villain and all
He
of,
might be in... Oh, look at this. These are all the buttons that were sent to the kids.
and you have a lot of masks. Yeah.
This is photographs from Rudy. Come on. Look at this. Beautiful quality. And the sets.
Yeah. Well, you can see for yourself.
What is that? It's like one of the sponsors.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
That's Mr. Deedle.
Deedle Doodle.
Yeah.
Who's that? Is that
Oh, that's one of the guys who was working for with me.
director,
Yes,
producer?
not quite that. An associate producer, you see. This is the chief, a host. Yeah, this is nice.
Oh, wait, look at all the fan mail.
Yeah. Well, you can see what's possible here.
Oh, I've never seen this part of this, where you get to see the full set. Him as a chef.
Well, I got pictures of that.
Paul Ashley must be one of them.
Yeah, he's gone, isn't he?
Yeah. Chuck McCann has a set of puppets.
Oh,
He got from Paul Ashley's archives.
Well,
Because I want to get in touch with him.
well, you can see
This is
what
great.
you can do with this.
Yeah. The cards they used to cut to. For the gags.
Oh, that's
Todd Russell.
Todd Russell. That's
Coca-Cola, I like that.
good.
You want Coke
Right,
as a
right on the
sponsor.
left.
Great. This is an ad from Burrell's for toys. So you gotta have one of the Rudies on. Here's the Rudy drum. 98 cents.
98 cents?
Yeah.
Is this the stationery or is it something else?
All stationary.
Well, I don't hurt anything. Look at the deal.
What year is this? 1953. Yes.
You know, you've got a lot of...
Tempo Magazine, 3rd Annual TV Award. The $64,000 question, 1956. Here's the costume when he was a conductor. And Rudy's hat. And there's Polka Dottie's little outfit. Outfit.
Rudy Kazoo's outfit?
Yeah.
Batteries.
Okay.
When did you wear these?
Oops. He wanted everything for the exhibit.